Carlton back in the team after, I guess, what for you has been a frustrating start to the season.
Yeah, it's been tough the last 2 months. I'd say just being out injured, like obviously having the suspension and then coming back in, and then having that period where I was out injured, getting back in training and then getting injured again. So it's been tough. It's been tough mentally as well. But I can't thank the team enough, like the staff. They've been very good to me, getting me back fit. So I'm delighted to be back.
I suppose the frustrating thing more so is you were absolutely flying in pre-season, weren't you? Scoring goals.
Yeah.
New club, you just want to make a new impression, don't
Yeah.
you?
So obviously, yeah, I came here. I came here, and it's very tough to come to a new club, like especially like a big club like Scunny, and I settled in well. I was flying in pre-season. I felt really fit, felt really sharp, and then I just heard. I think the day before the first game is when I first heard about the confirmation about the suspension. So it was really like frustrating for me personally. And then you have that period where you missed, like missing 3 games is massive, like, you know. And then you come back in and you just want to catch up, sort of thing. And then I get injured, which is another frustration. So you go from like starting off well in pre-season to having these sort of like blocks. It can be like damaging mentally, and it was tough for me, but like I worked just as hard like off the pitch to try and get back, and I'm just delighted to be back now.
With that suspension, then it came on the Friday, didn't it?
Yeah.
Did you know you got sent off in the playoffs, or?
No, so funny enough, obviously the big like tussle happened, and I weren't shown a red card like by any ref. I weren't shown a red card. On the bus home, there was questions about whether it was me, whether it was about another player, and then ultimately it was like given to another player, and that's the last I've heard of it. I sort of like spoke to Charlie, my former club, about like whether if they're sure, just for confirmation, because I didn't want to like cause any sort of issues down the line with Scunny. So I got the all clear until literally the day before the game. I was informed. So it was as I said, like it was mentally damaging for me, because I wanted to continue as I was doing sort of pre-season. So that's how it happened, and it was frustrating, but that's all gone now, and I'm just sort of looking forward to like getting back on the pitch and doing well.
You obviously thought you'd come back. You played in that behind closed doors game at Donny, didn't you? And then had a little bit of setback.
Yeah, so we had that behind closed door game against Donny, and I came back and I was flying. I felt I'd done well. I felt better. I felt sharper. As I mentioned earlier, I was doing other work like off the field, and it sort of helped me feel a lot better. So I felt really good. And then we had a session on the Thursday, and that's when I'd done it again. Literally, like, so I went from playing a game, feeling fine, to like in the session, I think we were just doing rondos, and I've just like overstretched it. And then that's where I'm sort of like, again, like, you know, it was frustrating, but got an injection then and went through rehab again, and I felt fine since. So I've got my few minutes against Rushall, and I played as well against Southport. So I'm gradually getting there. So I feel a lot better for myself. So it's good. So I'm happy to be back.
I suppose for you it's the balance of wanting to catch up and make that impression, but not wanting to do too much, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah, I think you sort of learn as you go, and I think initially, like, when I missed the first 3 games through suspension, I was sort of like, I need to get going, because I was scoring pre-season. I need to sort of continue on with that form. But I think now it's more about like just getting on, getting your minutes, getting your touches back, getting the feeling back, because I was out for a while, and I'm not usually one to be out for a while. I've never really been injured like that, so I think I just need to get back gradually. But I still have my goals, and I still have my personal goals, and like as I said, we've got team goals, so I feel like I'll be a good addition to the team now in the run-in.
I suppose you put pressure on yourself early part of the season, didn't you? With Danny getting off the mark, Alfie getting off the mark, you wanted to get off the mark in the league, didn't you?
Yeah. So of course, as you know how strikers are. Like, we're very like competitive, and we all want to do well, and like, but I was actually I'm very delighted like that they got off that well. Like they got off with a good start. Even Fish as well. You see Fish playing against Rochelle, like flying. Like I'm the kind of person like I'm delighted when they do well. So it was more about for myself. I just wanted to be part of that. Do you know what I mean? Like I want to be part of that. I want to also be scoring. I want to be flying as well. So I'm just happy to be back. I know what I can bring to the team. I'm very confident in myself and my ability. So just hoping to keep working hard, keep my head down, and hopefully I get my chance.
I suppose at that time you wanted to be part of the great start, and now you want to be part of it to try and get us back on track a little bit.
Yeah, that's the sort of initiative I'm going to take with it now. Like we're sort of like where I feel we have our periods where we're doing really well and not doing well. I want to be part of that where I come in now and we start doing well again. Do you know, that sort of thing? So you just have to look at it at that point. So I'm happy to be back now, and I just, as I said, I just want to play. I just want to be happy. Just want to play and be injury free. And that's the main thing for me. You
obviously had a few minutes here last midweek. I suppose now you want to really nail down, particularly at home, and show the fans what you can do.
Yeah, of course. As everybody would, as every player would, that they want to start, they want to play. I feel like I've had my period now where I've been good in training. I've come on, I've done well, so I feel good to start. But that's up to the gaffer ultimately. Like I know himself and the staff still want to take care of me, so I'm sort of happy to go either ways because I need to be careful with this injury that I had, and I just want to make sure that there's no reoccurrence.
You're obviously part of the game on Saturday, trying to get the equaliser. How frustrating was it? Because obviously 3 individual errors, wasn't it? And on the whole, the team played really well on the day.
It was frustrating for me because when I actually got the call to come on, we were 2-1 up. So it's a completely different game from coming on at 2-1 to coming on at 3-2 down. So yeah, when you come on, you just wanna do well, you wanna impress, but the game just completely changes. So obviously it's very tough, because in the first half I think that was probably our best bit of football this season, and then you have that period, a bit of a kamikaze period where they obviously scored the 2 goals, and I think it's up to ourselves as players to sort of just hit the reset and just sort of continue playing football, because we played well, and we just continue playing how we played, but I think we sort of lost it a bit. It's very tough to go to away grounds and sort of lose it a bit, so because every team are at it to play against us, so I think we learned from the game Saturday and just sort of have to move from it, because we've got a very big game tomorrow now.
3 out of the next 4 games are at home. We haven't lost on home soil so far, and we've picked up a lot of points. I suppose it's just about driving that forward now, isn't it?
Yeah, because I actually think the last 2 weeks or so we've been playing better football. So I think it's up to us to just sort of we've got a few home games now, so just to sort of give ourselves the chance to show what we can do. So it'll be very important the next few weeks for us.
Yeah, we've lost top spot for the first time this season. It's about chasing that down again, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. Our main goal now should be to take each game by game, and just work on getting 3 points each game.